I'm Kateri.
I'm Rachel. Do you know how many times St. Joseph gives really solid advice in the Bible? Probably more than you can count.
What's the number that comes before 1?
Okay, so St. Joseph has 0 lines in the Bible, but there's still so much that he teaches us.
My middle name is Josephine, and my birthday is actually just a couple days before his feast day. So partly for that reason, I've always had a devotion to St. Joseph. I've always loved the simple humility, obedience, and holiness of this carpenter, the way he diligently went about his work without complaining.
In his book, The World's First Love, Archbishop Fulton Sheen talks about the virtuous, strong, holy person of St. Joseph. According to Fulton Sheen, since the time of the early church fathers, St. Joseph has been depicted as an old man with white hair, kind of as Mary's guardian.
Fulton Sheen argues against this picture of St. Joseph as an old man, though, because he says the only reason for this tradition is to safeguard Mary's virginity. There's an assumption there that the only way that Joseph and Mary would have been able to stay virgins was if Joseph was already old and had already lived out a full life.
Not true, though. Fulton Sheen explains, "It is reasonable to believe that our Lord would prefer for a foster father someone who had made a sacrifice, rather than someone who was forced to it. St. Joseph was that man who made a sacrifice."
I love the description Fulton Sheen gives. St. Joseph was probably a young man, strong, athletic, handsome, chaste, and disciplined. The kind of man one sees shepherding sheep, or piloting a plane, or working at a carpenter's bench.
Isn't that awesome? Now picture this young, athletic, strong, handsome, and chaste man holding the baby Christ child, staring at the face of the child that he loved so deeply.
Such a beautiful picture. St. Joseph, help me love Jesus the way you do. And then think of this reflection of Joseph and Mary.
How much more beautiful Joseph and Mary become when we see in their lives what might be called the first divine romance. In both Mary and Joseph, there was youth, beauty, and promise. And in them, we find 2 youths who, before they knew the beauty of one and the handsome strength of the other, willed to surrender these things for Jesus.
Oh yes, St. Joseph, please give us your love for Jesus and Mary. And one more quote, this time from St. Teresa of Avila, speaking of St. Joseph. "Whoever fails to find a master to teach him to pray should choose this glorious saint for a master, and he will not go astray."
So yeah, this week definitely befriend this awesome saint.
Go read more Fulton Sheen. You know you now want to.
Go have a dance-off with your youth group.
And be holy.
Bye!
You don't have all day.